Welcome to the Double Shot Drone Podcast, hosted by Davey Kieran and Mike Berthold, two professional Florida drone pilots and entrepreneurs. One, two, we're in.
What's going on, guys and girls? It's Monday, January 15th, and
What's
it's
up,
a
Davey?
little late tonight. It's 9:04, and Mike and I are on episode 14, 15.
Oh,
16.
shoot. No, we're on 21.
Well, there you go. I missed 5 episodes.
You
So,
must have been snoozing during the last 5 or 7 episodes, dude.
no, I just watched episode 13 again with Ken Fleming this afternoon. So,
That was episode 12 and 13 with Ken Fleming.
yeah.
Who does what? He's with
Oh, well,
Dive Recovery, Recon Dive Recovery. Oh man, guys, if you have not listened to that podcast, our episode number 12 and number 13, you are missing out, because your mouth will be agape just listening to how he uses drones and submersible drones
as well, yeah.
and dive equipment to solve cold case files. We will definitely revisit with Ken Fleming again, because he's just a really good dude. And we're also going to probably do a podcast with one of his partners, right? That helps him in the recovery.
Yeah, and I also sent you something else today, Mike. I don't know if you got it yet. I was, let's say, surfing the web, not necessarily, but I came across another guy.
Oh, hold on.
Nope.
Here we go. This is actually black velvet.
And
My
this
father-in-law. Yep, it is.
Hey,
Because I couldn't find any tea. And this
buddy.
cup, I don't know if you see this cup, it says Oppenheim. Stop.
Okay.
That's one of the places I was at in Germany when I served in the military,
Well, there you go.
1984 to 86. But anyway,
I was at a place that they gave out red beer cups. So,
you were in Northern Ireland then, buddy?
what's that?
You were in Northern Ireland then, probably 84 to 86.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, red beer cups in Northern Ireland. I don't think they know what they are, but
I
anyway,
don't
yeah.
think so. Yeah, you sent me a link. You sent me
Well, I was, which is another part of our podcast here we got to get into is our TikTok ventures that we're getting.
You got to ask me about my shirt though.
You're wearing a New England Patriots shirt there, bro?
Oh my God. Green Bay Packers, Aaron Jones just destroyed the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. New York Jets.
Let's not talk about New York Jets and the traitor.
Let's not talk about the New York Jets.
The traitor, Aaron Rodgers. Anyway.
Yes. Congratulations to you and the Green Bay Packers for kicking Dallas's behind.
The Cowgirls, you mean? Yeah, we kicked the Cowgirls.
The Cowgirls, yeah.
So this is real America's team right here, Green Bay.
Okay. Well, we'll do a
I'm actually from Green Bay, or that area.
We'll do a separate podcast on the Green Bay Packers.
If we want to go viral, we probably should.
We should, yeah. Right now.
Right now, it's kind of hot.
Well,
what would be a good hook for a viral video for that?
Well, you should be tagging Green Bay in your next.
In this, when I edit this one.
Well, in this, but no. In your TikTok video.
Yes.
Tagging.
Oh. Speaking of TikTok, did we learn a little bit about TikTok this weekend, didn't we, Davey?
Yeah.
What did we attend?
We attended a
SOAR, right?
SOAR, yeah. We attended SOAR, which ended up being like a 4.5 hour, which was supposed
to be. Oh my God! Last time I looked at the clock, it was like we were into 3.5 hours. I'm like, I thought this was only.
Well, yeah, it was supposed to be 3 hours, but it ended up being like 4.5 hours. I actually had it cut out, but
who was our host?
Well, our host was a gentleman by the name of Mark Stone. Mark Stone is an advisor, a counselor, a confidant with Robert Herjavec and Damon John
from Shark Tank.
Shark Tank, yeah.
So we actually have an affiliation with Shark Tank now.
Yeah. We're
6
We're
degrees of
swimming in the shark
separation.
tank.
We're swimming in the shark tanks.
But we just had a 4.5 hour Zoom call with Mark Stone and Miss Gina Eubank, who is absolutely phenomenal in
Yep.
her own
Yep. Shout
capacity.
out to Gina. Yep.
Gina, yeah. Who I did over a year of counseling and not counseling.
That was the
I
magnet
need
mindset.
counseling, yeah. No, but yeah. No,
Davey,
but
you do. You need counseling.
I need counseling, yeah. Let's not go there. But yeah, life coaching and positivity and moving in the right direction. And she's so
Well,
knowledgeable and she's so giving and she's so
she's an amazing person. She's the
amazing woman,
person
yeah. So
who
but
said,
long story
do a
short, between the two of them, we got brought into the world of TikTok, which supposedly, and from my point of view at this stage, is like bigger and better and beyond what Facebook and Instagram can do for you if you utilize the correct
it
tools.
has something to do with the algorithm, doesn't it?
Yes,
It
well,
has a different animal, different beast algorithm than YouTube and Instagram. And that if you get
Instagram and
1,000,
Facebook will
you get
pretty
a
much
thousand.
they'll Instagram and Facebook will pretty much keep you confined to your family and friends, you know what I mean? And anybody
Yeah.
that knows you or anybody that knows them. So you're limited to your audience. Whereas TikTok, if you put out a video that one person or whatever finds interesting, then that thing could go, viral in a second. You know what I mean? It's just
It's all about getting that
because of the algorithm. Yeah.
the hook.
So
You need the hook.
thank you. There's the
And,
word I was looking for.
and a
Hook.
good hook would be, now this is just gonna be a comedic hook, but hey, watch this video and Taylor Swift will come over to your house and give you a kiss on the lips. That's your hook. That's a hook. I mean, it's not
But
realistic. It's
no, no,
not a
no.
realistic hook,
No,
but
no, no.
it's a hook.
That's not a hook because
That's not a hook?
that's
Okay.
it's false advertising. No, it's false advertising.
All right,
No,
give me a hook. Give me a hook.
well, pertaining to Taylor Swift, you have to say something to the effect of,
Now I get the hashtag Taylor Swift on here.
yeah, but
Edit.
the point of the hook is that our business is drones, you know what I mean, and photography and aerial photography and real estate photography and construction photography and progression and whatever else it is.
Pre-storm photography.
Whatever else it is we do with drones, that's our business. So we have to tag Taylor Swift to our business. So you mentioned the fact that I saw a Taylor Swift video. It was amazing how they use drone photography to get the audience closer to
There you go. That's a
the
good hit.
stage.
Yep.
So now you've just mentioned Taylor Swift and you've mentioned drones and you've
Yep.
mentioned photography. So now that the hashtag would be Taylor Swift drone photography.
Yep.
So now anybody that's hashtagging Taylor Swift will now get, or you would like to think that all of those Swifties would get your Swift, and then they look at this drone video that you did, which is going to be spectacular, and then they'll go, "Oh my God, I just saw this drone video," and they will post it to all their Swifties. So now there's 27 million people are going to watch
Millions of Swifties.
are just going to watch your drone video. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like your 15-second drone video, because the attention span is 15 seconds.
And
so
you can only do that in TikTok, right? Pretty much.
well, it's not that you
I
can
would,
only do it in TikTok. It's that TikTok is going to give you the biggest audience
right.
the quickest, because you're not promoting yourself to your group of people or your group of people's friends. It's TikTok, right. The algorithm, and then once TikTok sees that you have 1,000 or more followers, the algorithm within TikTok says this person, this entity, this hashtag, whoever it is, Double Shot Drones or Aerovision Media or Mike Bertold or whoever it is, that one entity just got 1,000 followers. We need to help that person because they're going to help us get
right.
blah blah blah.
So the key from what I understand with TikTok and your business, if you have a drone business, is to do, what did you say, 2 videos a week and get those hooks.
2 a day,
One, 2 a day? Oh crap.
buddy.
2 a day, get
There's
those hooks, do one in the morning, do one in the evening, get those and get a proper hook for that video. It can be like a 10-second video clip or whatever, but you get a good hook. And then if you get 1,000 followers, then you can start putting your links to like your website and some of your business, social media stuff, right? Because other than that, before 1,000 followers, you can't actually sell anything on TikTok, correct?
well, it's not that you can't, it's just that what's the word I'm looking for? Are not,
Algorithm?
well, no, they're not big fans of you just, jumping on TikTok and saying, buy my
Right.
leather boots, you know what I mean? Or buy my,
Yeah.
edible underwear, you know? what I mean? No, it's like, you need to have
Yeah.
followers.
Well, they might, yeah.
Buddy, anything sells these days, you know what I mean?
You ain't kidding, boy, I tell you.
So that's
Anyway,
the point. It's like, but once you get to 1,000 followers or 1,500 followers or something like that there, then you need to have something on the back end that your
sending them somewhere, yeah.
followers are going to then contact you to purchase or buy or whatever it is. So, you know, I filled out my bio yesterday, today, this morning, yesterday, 2 days ago, whatever it was, and I think you've only got 80 characters that you're allowed to put in your bio. So, I put drone photographer, real estate photographer, Southwest Florida, or
Right.
drone pilot. I didn't use photographer twice. Drone pilot, um, real estate photography, Southwest Florida. Let's do
Okay.
this or
Yeah.
whatever I put. You know what I mean? So you're sort of your bio in itself is also a draw, because the things you put in your bio are the first things that people are going to see when they look at your profile. So
Okay.
I should have put Irish in there. I should have, but there's only so many characters. So
Yeah. Okay. So, so am I to understand that Mark Stone, who is a very wealthy man, is now doing TikToks twice a day to promote his real estate business and all his other businesses? So he takes out like a day of a week and hammers out a bunch of these TikToks so he can like post them every day.
yeah, well, I mean,
That's crazy.
but hang on, that's been the way of the world since Moses, bro. Everybody thinks these
There was TikTok in Moses times.
yeah, Moses, yeah.
Oh,
He had
I
he
let
had
my people go. That's the hook. Let
Moses
my people. I part the Red Sea.
Moses
You
had
will
the first
see.
iPhone, bro. Moses
Yeah.
had the first iPhone.
Okay. All
Uh,
right.
No, but
Details are everything, baby.
when you see these models, bikini models and stuff like that there, and you see these fitness guys and you see these fitness girls and stuff like that there, and you see them all year long doing photo shoots and blah 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 blah
Yeah.
different.
And I never click on that stuff.
Well, my point is that they'll go somewhere for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
right? They no, they'll work out for 3, 4 months solid, and they
Well,
diet and they diet and they diet and they diet, and then they'll go somewhere for like 2 or 3 weeks or a month even, you know what I mean? And then they
and they
shoot
shoot all
every
day.
day, every day, different outfits, different locations, different things, and then they fly to, they'll fly to Colorado and they'll do another 4 day shoot, and then they'll fly to, you know, New York and they'll do another 4 day shoot. So they shoot for a month and they get enough content
Right.
to last them, you know, 9 months, and then they'll post it every other week, you know what I mean, as they're going along. So it looks
Right.
like they're, you know,
Looks like they're doing that all the time. So,
meanwhile they,
so we got to kind of do the same thing, not only for our drone business, but for this podcast to get people to watch this podcast. on
I know. So you should put your background there, like Super Bowl champs 2024.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Just in case.
If it happens, Davey,
Yeah.
I will have a Green Bay Packer thing for my background. It'll be a Packer podcast. I will even get a tattoo if we win the Super Bowl.
Well,
My first tattoo.
I tell you what, buddy, I would even pay for that tattoo. And I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to have my money in my pocket for the next couple of years. I hate to tell you.
Yeah, you might have to.
Yeah,
Jordan loves hot.
but moving right along here with the TikTok, you've got to have a. I've dabbled a little bit because it's been raining down here in Southwest Florida in Fort Myers. It's been it's raining all day. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. So, I've done a little dabbling in the TikTok.
Yeah, you have a great idea, which I'm going to steal, but I'm going to put a little different twist on it. We won't tell anybody about it, but I think it's a brilliant idea. And I think if you
Right.
pop
I
out
mean,
a
what do you
bunch of
expect?
those, you like, because you're doing a lot of coastal properties, as am I. Those are nice little. Can I say it? No.
No. You can say it. I mean,
See, I'm being
like,
respectful, Davey. I'm being respectful.
well, bro, I mean,
I'm not going to give your idea to anybody but myself.
well, we have 9 million followers here, so it's like, 9 million,
I think we got nine.
9 million followers. So,
We got
they're all,
nine followers, and every one of them knows us. I think
well, whatever. Yeah,
that's okay.
nine
We'll get
followers.
there.
You're one and I'm the other. You're one and I'm one. So
We got
only,
7 follow, and one's no, my wife. I don't even think she follows us. You don't
okay.
follow. You don't follow us, do you? She doesn't follow us.
Okay. Miserable. But we listen, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. But no, the idea I gave you like 3 days ago, 4 days ago was one idea. The idea I gave you today.
Yes. Can we talk
Yes.
about that? Let's talk about that next.
Well, let's go there.
Are you
So
talking about the Insta 360?
the Insta 360 Sphere.
Sphere, which is different than the
Sphere.
Insta 360 camera, which we both have.
Correct. The Insta 360 Sphere is
Rico or whatever. Yeah.
huh?
Isn't it called Rico Insta 360 or something like that?
No. That's a Rico Theta. It's a Rico Theta is a 360-degree camera that shoots 60 degrees. But the Insta 360 Sphere is an apparatus that straps around the center of only 2 drones.
Which I will put. Wait, hold on.
Right here.
I will put the graphics. Oh, you want them over there? I
Yeah.
usually put them in the middle. Hold on. How do I get that there? I will put it like right there.
Meanwhile, that's me right there. You know that? That's me right there.
That's you on the beach?
That's me right there, yeah.
Flying the drone?
Yeah. No, hang on.
I wonder why you're in love with that picture, Davey.
Hang on. No,
Because that's your backdrop every podcast.
I think this is me right here. I think this is me.
For some reason, I think of a man.
You see how tall I am? You see how tall I am?
Oh, is that your shadow?
That's a short person. I'm tall, so that's me right there, yeah.
We'll have to zoom in on that and go, oh, is that Davey? You're actually flying the drone in that picture, in that.
No,
right?
but can I comment on this now?
Sure.
This whole peninsula is now not there. It's not there anymore.
That was wiped out by hurricane.
No. Well, no. Prior to, if I could expand back, you said you've kayaked through here. This is Blind Pass between Sanibel and this is Blind Captiva.
At least 3 or 4 times, yeah.
Yeah. So this is Blind Pass that comes between Sanibel's on this side and Captiva's on this side. So
right.
What was happening was beach erosion was happening over here on this side. So what they did was, I don't know how they figure this stuff out, but
we're in the countdown. We're in the countdown now.
I mean,
8 something.
What do we have? 30 seconds or something?
No, 8 minutes.
Oh, okay, 8 minutes. Thank you. So what they did was over here, they built an extension like boulders that went out into the ocean, right?
Like a barrier, a
Yeah,
natural
like, and
barrier,
it
or
was
like
just like,
a
they
natural
have them
barrier.
all over the place where they just build they bring in big boulders, they just sit them on top of one another and they go out into the ocean. And whatever way they had been observing, that was going to change the flow of the water. So the flow of the water changed from cutting back, because this, where am I going over here? This
You're
side
like a
was,
weatherman. You're like, oh, I can't
yeah,
really
I
figure out
know.
where's Florida?
This side here was cutting back towards beach houses. You know what I mean? It was eroding the beach back to the beach houses. So they put the rocks on this side that went out there that then thing created this finger right here. You know what I mean?
Oh
So,
wow, that's cool.
and I used to ride my bike down here. It was that close to my house. It was like a half a mile from my house. So I used to ride my bike down here, and every day the finger would change. So I would go down there, I would put the drone up, I would take pictures, I would do
Oh
video and stuff.
wow,
And as time went on, this whole finger has now disappeared. So now this is a straight run through from, the ocean, which is out here,
right.
the Gulf of Mexico, straight through Blind Pass that comes out now into the other side. So
Okay,
yeah, you can't do that anymore. So yeah. Anyway,
let's talk about the 360.
360-degree
We got 6 minutes
sphere.
to talk about that. Yep.
Yeah, well, the 360-degree sphere is a contraption that straps around the belly of an Air 2S or an Air 2. Only those two drones, not the Air 3, not the, blah, 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 just those two drones. Now, it came out in, I think, 2021. It has some positives, it has some negatives. It's probably got a 3 rating out of 5. And I know why it has a 3 rating out of 5, because everybody wants perfection. You know what I mean? The problem with it is when you put it around, it's a square thing like that. And when you strap it around,
The airflow, maybe, does it interfere with the airflow of the drone?
well, your drone gets louder because you're adding weight to your drone, for
Right.
one.
Yeah.
And you lose battery length. You lose, I think you're down to probably like 22 minutes, maybe 20 minutes of battery time, because again, you're carrying some more weight.
Mm.
But what happens is you've got a a lens up there, and you have another lens down here, which creates your 360.
Right.
So
A lens on top and a lens on the bottom.
lens on the top and a lens on the bottom,
Yep.
that creates your 360 camera. But because there's such a gap here, there's stitching that has to be done in post-production. Now, if you're flying
To stitch the sky with
the
the ground.
360,
Yeah.
the 360, the horizon. So, but if you're flying above something like, I keep pointing at my screen. If you're flying something about like far enough away from this, the stitching is not visible. It says something like 10 meters. 10 meters is 30 feet. So if anything that's inside 30 feet, like a wall or a person on a bicycle or a car, something like that there, when you go past it, you will see that flutter of,
And here's an example of it right here.
yeah. And here's an
Good
example of it right there.
example.
You'll see that flutter of uh, out of focus. You know, what I mean, that section will be out of focus because that's the stitch line. But if you're flying more than 30 feet away,
Let's say hi
you
to
don't,
Davey.
you
Somebody
don't
wants to
see
say hi to you real quick. We only got a
who's
couple
that.
minutes, Bryn, but come here.
There she is. Hey, girl, what's happening?
Say hi real quick. Just real quick.
How are you,
We
Bryn?
only got a few minutes left, so you gotta do this quick.
How are you?
Say hi to
Good.
Uncle Davey.
Nice to see you.
You too.
How come you're not working with us today? You're not, you didn't get your allowance. You're not allowed to, you're not allowed to work with us today.
Um.
Dad didn't pay. Huh?
Okay. I don't
Touchy
know.
subject.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, say
Can't see me.
something about my dad is working really hard. So,
My
Bye.
dad is working really hard.
Yeah.
so like and subscribe
So like and subscribe if you're on YouTube.
to or or Spotify.
You can like and subscribe on
Yeah,
Spotify.
yeah, Spotify or Apple
Spotify
Podcasts.
gives you likes.
Or find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
I'm not gonna repeat that because that's cringe.
Oh, Davey, that's cringe.
Cringe. Is
You,
that the
that's
new terminology?
oh yeah, that's a kid's terminology for sure.
Yeah. All right, I gotta write that down.
Let me tell you, as a dad, I'm totally cringe. We got
Okay.
2.5 minutes. Anyway, okay. Sorry about that. She just wanted to say
No worries. But I mean, this product is probably 2021, so it's like 2.5 years old. And it's probably got 2.5, 3 stars out of 5. But again, everybody that looks for these things and everything else, it's about perfection for them. So, but
right.
as I was saying about the lens up here and the lens down there, when the drone lands on the ground or whatever, there's a lens that's very sensitive down here, and
Oh, I would hand catch that baby.
you have to hand catch it. That's
Yeah, for sure.
in one side of their thing, they're saying, don't land it on the ground because, well, when you buy it, I think it costs around $400, but when you buy it, they send you a square foam pad as well. But this is another thing that happens with this unit. GPS is not always there, so you end up doing it ADDI. You know what I mean? You end up flying it
Addy
without
mode. Addy
ADDI
mode.
mode, without GPS. But that's not always true because the people that write these reviews sometimes don't know what they're doing. They're not professional drone pilots like we are. If you turn your drone
Maybe we
on,
should do a review after we.
well, maybe
Yeah.
we will.
We can do
But
it as a podcast.
if you turn your drone on and you get a GPS signal
1 minute and 17.
first with your drone, then your drone has GPS signal. Now, you do have to there. I mean, it's not a finesse product because there's a lot of moving parts and there's a lot of GPS and all of that stuff going on. You have to then turn the unit on itself and turn record on the unit before you actually send the drone off, because you cannot do it when it's up in the air.
We're less than a minute. Okay.
Are we less than a minute? Okay,
Yeah.
cheers.
Yeah, look. Cheers.
Cheers. I can't see the so before we go any
You
further,
can't see it because it's less than a minute.
before we go any further, it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
Okay, but
That's
if you
okay.
get,
I can edit all this out.
if you get a chance to check out the Insta 360 Sphere,
Absolutely. I'm gonna go do it tonight.
it's something worth looking
My
at.
husband was droning from the very beginning. So my husband and I are big boaters.
Okay.
We love to boat. We were very involved in our boating community in Missouri and St. Louis, and I wanted a drone to use out on the river, and he just did not want to sink that money into it because he was like, "It'll be gone," And so I kind of just sprung on my own and bought a really cheap one. And
Wait, was that what happened to the Spark? I saw that video of the Spark.
No, that was here actually.
Oh, was that the last? Like, did it
Yes.
go in the water?
Yeah. Yes,
I
it
was
did.
telling my wife that. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my God, she's gonna tell
Yeah.
that story.
Yeah. So
I've put one in the water as well. I dunked it off the Sanibel Causeway. So
I swear, Trisha,
Yeah.
we could do a podcast on just
yes.
drone crashes and
Okay.
stories
Yeah.
like that.
I just got to the point, and I just said this like maybe 2 months ago, like, all right, I think I'm to the point where I'm changing drones now because I need to update instead of I need to replace because I lost, I made some kind of an error in judgment and flight, and
Oh
and
my
then
God.
turned right around, and as soon as I said that, I had a fluke. Not a fluke, but I mean,
Oh,
so
hey, Trisha, I didn't even tell you this, Davey. I was practicing. You can see my tiny worlds there. I was doing some practicing in Clearwater Beach and stuff, and I wanted to get a whole bunch of content for TikTok and Instagram. Anyway, I was just doing a me day, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep flying this for a little bit longer, a little bit by Sand Key.